I complained to the Rosh Hashiva this morning that so many Shabbosim of the year have a name. Shabbosim have a name. You have Shabbos Parsha Shkolim coming up, Parsha Zachar, Parsha Para, Parsha Achaydif. You have Shabbos Shira. How could it be that there's no Shabbos Kabbalah Satira? It's not brought down such a thing, a minig of a name to this Shabbos. Shabbos Shuva, Shabbos Hagadol. Why isn't this Shabbos HaTorah? And in our conversation, and the Rosh Hashiva responded by, instead of answering, just making it more painful, by saying that there are those that even question, and that paskin, not to lane the Aseres HaDibros and Parashas Yisroi with the special trop, with the Tam Elyon, because it's not the time for celebrating Kabbalah Satira. So that just made the question stronger. And I suggested to the Rosh Hashiva perhaps the beginning of a perspective that's very noigeya for us in Yeshiva. Today, as we know, is Chamisha Asar B'Shvat. And that means that the Sfarim tell us that this day, Rosh Hashanah Le'ilanos, is the day that the trees begin to wake up. There's like this sense of looking outside at a tree that's covered with snow and ice, and there's icicles hanging from it, but knowing that deep beneath the surface, there's a transformation starting to take place, and the roots are starting to open and prepare themselves to draw in the moisture that they need to produce. It's interesting. Each year, we read the Parshios of Yitzias Mitzrayim in Shvat, around this time. Sometimes it's a few weeks earlier, a few weeks later, but it's always around Shvat. Shmos, Va'era, Bai, B'Shalach. We always read Yitzias Mitzrayim around Shvat. But we don't do Yitzias Mitzrayim in Shvat. We do Yitzias Mitzrayim. Chayev Adam Lirois Es Atzmai Ki'ilu Hu Yatza Mi Mitzrayim. We do that in Nisan. And the truth is that it parallels exactly. Because Shvat is the time when the tree just begins to absorb the moisture and nutrients that it needs. And it takes a few weeks. And then in Nisan, that's Chodesh HaAviv, that's when the trees begin to flower, those joyous weeks that the trees begin to flower, that's when it comes out on the surface. And so too in our Avodas Hashem. In Shvat, we're nourishing the roots, we're learning the Torah, we're absorbing the hashkafa. We're becoming accustomed to the emunah that's at the roots of our avodah. And it takes a few weeks that it bakes inside of us. And then in Chodesh HaAviv, in Nisan, it breaks out onto the surface. Chayev Adam Lirois Es Atzmai Ki'ilu Hu Yatza Mi Mitzrayim. And we actually take the matzah, and we take the maror, and we do the actions of Yitzias Mitzrayim. So I suggested that perhaps it's a little bit like that with Kabbalah Satira as well. Parshas Yisroi is a very, very powerful Shabbos. It doesn't break the surface until Vav Sivan. That's when we experience it Lemaisa. We have a Yontif with Isser Malacha and Kiddush and Aseres HaDibros and the whole world of Shavuos. But that doesn't mean that this week is the Limud HaTorah of Kabbalah Satira. Internally, beneath the surface, in our minds and hearts, which Ben Torah doesn't walk around excited the week of Parshas Yisroi? Which Ben Torah doesn't walk around thinking about the fact, this is it, we became us, this week's Parsha. Now, in the Beis Medrash, we're in this world, this Olam Pnimi, we could celebrate a little bit Parshas Yisroi. It's not called breaking the surface, because it's all in the realm of this inner sanctum, this Kodesh HaKadoshim called the Beis Medrash. And for that reason, tonight, we're going to do a very, very special mishmar with a special Kabbalah Satira. After Ma'ariv, please get yourselves charusas, reach out to people. Let's learn Bahasmada from 10:15 until midnight, Be'ezer Hashem. After, when midnight arrives, our chevra, our chaverim that play music by the mishmars will join us in the front of the Beis Medrash. The Rosh Hashiva kindly committed himself to returning to yeshiva for tonight. He will be here. We'll sing together. We'll enjoy some mishmar food together. In the Beis Medrash, we'll hear Divrei Chizuk from the Rosh Hashiva. I'll put in my 2 cents as well. And we'll sing together and together be meichen for this Shabbos of Kabbalah Satira. And while I'm talking about Shabbos, I want to mention that I'm sure you couldn't really miss the signs. I don't think they come in bigger sizes. You couldn't miss the signs, I feel a little bit like when I'm driving in from Waterbury and there are big billboards, that there's a big, we have a big Shabbos coming. And I think it's something, I'm not going to appeal to you to come because it's the right thing to do, even though it's the right thing to do. I'm not going to appeal to you to come because there are people, some of whom are sitting in this room, that put enormous kaiches into making it an incredible Shabbos, even though that's also true. I'm going to appeal to you to come because it is guaranteed to be a life-changing Shabbos. And it's going to be a Shabbos you don't want to miss. It's a new location, beautiful new location, and the energy, the ruchnius, the gashmius, the learning, the singing, the ma'achale Shabbos, all of it will form a Shabbos and we're going to be picking up our Beis Medrash and placing it down somewhere in the Poconos. I'm not sure where yet, but we're going to be placing it down somewhere in the Poconos and living the unbelievable chiyos that we have here, but even more exponentially more excited for that Shabbos together. So please sign up for the Shabbos. I would feel so terrible for someone in our Chabura to miss it, and I would feel so terrible for someone on that Monday after that Shabbos to say, I don't know why I didn't sign up. Because there's always a couple of those. Don't be that guy. Sign up now for the Shabbos. Yashar Koach.